If you need help figuring out how to create a works cited for a source or integrate sources, one of the best things to use is style.mla.org. So type that into your search bar, and then you have the search over here, which can help you with whatever it is you want to cite. I want to cite some song lyrics, so I'm going to click search after I type in song lyrics. And then I have all these questions that have been asked, and I can click on any of them to see what they suggest. So if I would like to cite some song lyrics that I found on a lyric database like this one, then I can use this format. If I have the CD, then I will cite using this method. You can use this MLA format template, and you can enter in the things that you have. It will fill them in for you. You have to keep going to the final. It gives you examples. You keep going until you have the template that is like this, and then you can fill in. Song lyrics are often the kind of thing that you will find just on a Google search, but you can use some of the things that you find on that page to help you fill in what you need for your template here. Also, of course, you can look at the information you got when you clicked on song lyrics and use that as a guide. A lot of these things you don't even really need. So you just skip those and fill in what you do have. So I can look and see that the author of the song, if I scroll down, I have songwriters. I have two, so I will put both of them in my author spot. When you have more than one author, as you do here, list the first listed author first. So this person probably wrote more of the lyrics. So last name, comma, first name for the first author, and then the word and then first and last name of the second author. So you can see where it has your citation. It's filling in the things that I'm filling in here. I'm going to end this one with a period. I'm not sure if it'll fill it in. There we go, there it is. I do want a period after the first major things in a works cited, and then commas with some of the minor elements. The title of my source is the title of the song. And I put song titles in quotation marks. Put the period inside the quotation marks at the end of the title. The next thing I need is the title of the container. Because I have just found lyrics on a database, I'm going to put lyric find as my source. So that's easy enough. You can do that along with me if that's where you have found your lyrics. Put a comma after that. Notice that the container, it says it has comma after the word container. Then container just means what is the thing that contains your source. I may need to make that in italics if it's not doing it for me. I might have to do that later. Oh, it says italics right here, I bet. Yep, it gave me the italics. Fantastic. Container title is almost always in italics. Then I probably don't have a contributor or version or number, but I should have a publisher. Let me look for that. It says publishing. That's the giveaway. So I'm going to try to copy and paste that if I can. I will always copy and paste if I can. Where was that? Publisher. So I'm skipping the ones I don't have. So I'm putting that copied and pasted publisher here and putting a comma because it had a comma already after publisher. Boy, it looks funny. I might have to redo some of that. Maybe if I just type it. I'll try. Well, it did not change the font any, so it may have to be changed when I copy and paste it to my document. This particular one is for a presentation slide, so It may look different than what you have in your essays, but I can show you on both. Let me see. The next thing I needed was, I've already forgotten, publication date. So publication date is oftentimes at the bottom of a website, but I noticed that there was a release date here. Often it's going to be just the year, so I can just enter that in, 2015, comma. And then the location is wherever you have found that source, and for us it's going to be not a page number but the URL. Generally you'll want to shorten this URL for most instructors, but I'm going to say just leave the whole URL for me. That's just for me. Shorten it for other people. Notice that there is a period after location because it's the last thing you have, so it should end in a period. So big giant URL for me. Most people will not want that big of one. Now I have my citation here. I can copy all this and paste it into a document. For example, I have this document. My sources need to be in alphabetical order. I am again working on an online presentation or this kind of presentation in a PowerPoint. PowerPoint's not always super friendly to things like italics and things like that. I noticed that some of my stuff is in, I guess because I copied and pasted, some of it started going into a different color. So I want to make sure that all the colors stay the same. And the URL can be as a hyperlink or not. For me, I don't like it like that. I'm going to go ahead and recopy that and make it a hyperlink because I like having the hyperlink. Some instructors don't, but I do. I'm wondering, instead of copying this huge hyperlink, if I can click share and hit copy link. Maybe it'll give me a better option for the link. Maybe not. We'll see. No, not really a better link. It's not more succinct. You can go to insert and have a link posted there that you can put the address here, and the display text can be whatever you want to name it. I could do it like that, and then I would paste that URL in there, and then it would be inserted right there. So I could have it like that, but I'm going to leave both so you can see. But do remember, a period always goes at the end of every source. I am going to make sure these funny looking colors go back to standard. Go to home, go to your colors up here, font color, and make that black so it's all the same. Oh, I need these in alphabetical order. I think I made a point about that. So how do I do that? Hit Control X to delete it, and it copies it. Control V will paste it back in there. Now look, I have this where it's not in the right place, so I just hit enter. It kept my hanging indent and everything. That makes me happy. And sometimes that's the way you gotta work with things until they kind of work out right. Feel free to ask for help. You have tutors available to you. You also can email me, but you might have a better time finding a more immediate response if you are working with a tutor. Boy, this looks weird. Okay, I'm going to keep playing with it until I get it the way I like it. But with a PowerPoint, don't spend too much time with the formatting stuff. If it's an essay and you're working in a document, that's a different story because you can retype and that sort of thing. PowerPoint's not that friendly. But this is for a PowerPoint. If you are working on a literary analysis of a song, follow the instructions for that works cited, please.